Hello everyone and welcome into now round 6 of the MotoOption Supercross series presented by Racetech Suspension and MX Simulator Professional Gaming Championship. Live here on Star Systems TV, my name is Kellen Brauer and tonight I will be bringing you guys for the first time all season, from my perspective, the entire night show this evening. So if we could give get a quick check in chat please, so that we have audio and video all good. That'll clarify everything good for me. Right now everybody's kind of screwing around as the server waits to get set up for UID grab. Last week we had several issues that seem to have been resolved this week. JLV updated the client as well when he released the new snapshot that have the 2016 dynos on it this week. More info on that later when we get into the racing. But the Elsinore servers were experiencing an issue where they could not run the scripts from the last log files last week, and Wheels attempted to restart the race with everybody in it so that he could just grab everybody's UID from that. However, 140 riders on the gate with multiple skins caused several games to crash, and of course the server ended up crashing as well. So unfortunately we had that issue. Thank you, Owls454 in chat for letting me know that I am all good. And we will wait here as UID grab looks like it's getting about set to go. Let's take a look at chat. Yeah, there we go. He was able to grab UIDs this week because there's all the attending riders, so that's a good sign there. So we'll wait and see what happens next as he just chatted. Oh, there we go. Cutting in the split section is not allowed. There we go. So I just talked to Wheels before this event. We were trying to figure out what we were going to do in the split section, which I'll go hover over right now. Here is the lovely split section. In EMF earlier today, you were not allowed to cut the split section under any circumstance. You would be kicked from the server if you did so. I don't believe that's going to be as drastic as the rule as Wheels was doing. The Tiger Designs bales that were there were supposed to be like absolute concrete. However, they were not made that way, and most riders have been doing fast laps by going inside, jumping the bales, and going to the inside of the next corner. That has now been officially declared illegal. So if you do that during the race, you will be subject to a penalty, likely a 1-week ban, so I would refrain from doing that if any of you are listening to the stream. Looks like everybody in chat is having mostly good stuff going on, except for Man of Mayhem SOA, whatever, I don't know, SOA, I guess. Hopefully you can get that sorted out, but we're going to get racing going here in just a moment. If we think it is intentional, you will be penalized. You have been warned. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So here we are. It is Arlington, and I'm going to go ahead and try to do an onboard lap for you guys real quick. You already saw the virtual lap that was up on Verb Moto in the pre-race stream, but I'm going to try to do a quick first-person lap for you guys. I am a third-person player, so this is probably going to be terrible. As you can tell, I've already gone down, up, and I got one jump in, and we're restarting. So you get the gist. There's the track on your screen, you know, whatever. Also, if anybody joins into our TeamSpeak channel later tonight and co-hosts with me, I'm not sure if we're going to have any special guests or not. Checkers is out of town, so unfortunately no him. Sween has been kind of MIA since the first week, and not sure we're going to have anybody joining us. However, if the situation arises, excuse me, I want to go to camera 9. Here we go. It is time to go heat race action, or heat racing in Dallas. I'm going to move this guy's camera off the start straight, and we're going to watch everybody going into turn 1. Let's go racing. It's time for 450 Heat 1 in Arlington. Gate is down. Let's see who's going to get that hole shot. Looks like the number 21 of Tyson Fresquez gets to the line first, and he has got the number 44 machine of Andrew Wood alongside of him. There's also Jeremy Schiabro. Oh, Jeremy Hinders had a great start, but he gets hooked up there with, I believe that was Race Carlin on the Splitfire machine. A lot of riders running the new KTM dynos this week, as I explained earlier. The new snapshot coming out with the 2016 dynos, and everybody seems to want to run that orange bike, which is unfortunate because I told everybody to update their skins and send them to me. A couple teams did, a couple teams did not, and it looks like Tyson Fresquez is still running the Suzukis that they were earlier in the year. Obviously, that's a Kawasaki skin, but they're on the Suzuki dyno that everybody was running. And away he leads. Second in points is Tyson Fresquez. And the last time we raced in Glendale, Arizona, he was your main event winner. So that's going to be very interesting. I'll bring up the 450 point standings as they were entering tonight in a moment, or rather after this heat race. Jeremy Schiabro here on the number 2-4 machine. Doesn't really know what team he's riding for, but he just got himself passed by Jeremy Shipley, who is riding Ian Lugliani's number 86 Disneyland Racing Yamaha bike for some reason. So he's got to switch his skin for the main event because you're supposed to match your number to your skin in-game. That is a new RF regulation this season. He's holding down second, though. Schiabro slips back to third. Then we got the number 16 of Tyler Crane coming under attack from the number 23 ride, Kyle Robb on the Splitfire machine. Top 4 transfer directly to the main event out of this 450 heat race. This will run for 6 laps, so we're not quite halfway as Kyle Robb eats it. He goes over the bars in the FAMMX rhythm section. He's going to get passed by the number 77 TBR ride of Dominic Tiberino, who has a little problem, but is still just able to get over the finish line jump. Nice and smooth. He's going to move up to 5th place. Behind that, Rob gets up still in 6th. There's the number 14 of Jeremy Hinters. Was streaming for you guys until this week, and I stepped down. Hinters now racing the 450 class, trying to get his way into the main event tonight. Behind him, the number 28 of Luke Heberlein and the number 6 of Zach Dupuis. So both SYS racing riders are in this heat race. Connor Peavy on the Launch Designs machine coming through with Tyler Morin behind him. Jack Roberts has a lapper in front of him. I can't quite tell who that is. That looks like the number 6. That's the 16 bike. I don't know who that is. Brock Tickle's younger brother, Carson Tickle, on the number 66 Adept MX ride is back here as well. Owen Hillman, Jack Roberts getting going, a couple guys going down. There's Brock Hardy. Race Carlin, terrible start. Top 10 in points, not good for Carlin as he's near the back. Awood has drifted back from 2nd early on to be near the back of the pack. Dominic Saulnier with a terrible first start to his night here. Chase Blakely letting people by. So it was not Tyler Crane, it was Chase Blakely on that 76 Blakely power coating ride. And we're going to sneak back up front and see what's going on. It looks like Fresquez is working his way towards the line. To complete lap number 5 here. So Fresquez with that main event win in Glendale 2 weeks ago now, which was actually our last round after the San Diego issue. That was his 20th career main event win, which only furthers his lead as the winningest Supercross rider in MX Simulator history. 20 career wins in our 7th season of MX Simulator Professional Supercross Racing. 2010 was our first year. And second on the list behind Tyson is the 2-time champion from 2010 and 11, Brian Haskell, with 18. So Fresquez trying to establish himself clear and away as the guy with the most wins of all time. Hunter Root, I believe, has 10 wins now, so he's halfway there. Your defending Supercross champion as Fresquez takes the white flag. Here's the 16 of Tyler Crane. He's moved up to 2nd, so we've got a battle for 3rd on our hands between Dominic Tiberino and Jeremy Schiabro. They get around Brock Hardy, who's down on the inside there. And Schiabro, oh, not allowed to cut the bails, but he actually blew the inside rut. He's having all kinds of problems. He's going to have to watch out because here comes the 23 of Kyle Robb and the 39 of Jeremy Shipley. Shipley able to pass Robb, and they both get hung up in turn 1 here. Now we got a 3-way battle for the last transfer spot. All 3 riders on your screen here. Oh, and Shipley looks like he got into the back of Schiabro. Now Robb around the outside. Schiabro doing a terrible job of defending his line. He's going to try to sneak it to the inside here. No. Was not that aggressive with it as Robb maintains the spot. Oh, Crane was down as Tyson Fresquez takes the race win. Tiberino still 2nd. Robb's up to 3rd. Crane is 4th. Oh, Schiabro just hit the triple light. Somehow able to stay on the machine, but lost a lot of time. Luke Heberlein has actually worked his way up to 5th, but he looks like he may just miss out on a transfer spot here as Kyle Robb is going to pick up 3rd, and Tyler Crane, final transfer spot to the main event out of this heat race. He's in 4th. Heberlein's going to have to settle for 5th. Schiabro with a 6th. Here's Shipley in 7th. Looks like he may have just put Hinters on the ground. So that's going to allow Tyler Morin through into 8th, Zach Dupuy into 9th, and Henners will put it in 10th. Carson Tickle with an 11th. Race Carlin matching his number. Going to come home 12th, and all these runners were a lap down. Owen Hillman, Connor Peavy, Jack Roberts, Andrew Wood, Brock Hardy, Dominic Saulnier, Chase Blakely, and Mike Strelo is still on the line. Had his wife connect for him. He is coming home from work sometime soon to be racing. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But your heat number 1 winner here at Arlington, the number 21 machine of Tyson Fresquez. As we go high above the stadium. Let's go into this section here. Oh, there it is. All right, I'm going to pop up the 450 point standings out here on your screen. So as you can see them on your screen now. Coming into tonight, Hunter Root had a 7-point lead on the number 21 machine of Tyson Fresquez. Alexis Leclerc sat in 3rd with 86 points. Matt Burkeen in 4th with 78. Ryan Mahan in 5th with 75. Mahan, Fresquez, and Root the only winners on the season so far. So we're still looking for a couple other winners. Here's a look at the 450 qualifying from this evening. Hunter Root also, once again, fastest qualifier at a 49.203. Ben McLeod at a 49.296. Tyson Fresquez a 49.390. All these guys in the low 49 ranges, setting up to be a really good night of racing in the 450 class, no doubt about it. As we go back into the server, looks like we are trying to load in, so I will keep the old 450 qualifying standings up on your screen for just a moment longer as we load in. Taking me just a little bit of time here to load in, so I apologize for that. Question in chat, why am I not racing tonight? As I stated in chat earlier, Jeremy Henners and I came to an agreement. Wow, I totally just missed the start of this race. We're going to jump back into MX Simulator. I don't know why my game was not loading in. Let's get to the cameras. All right, so we missed the start of 450 Heat 2, but that's all right. We're going to run with it as is. Jack Fowler holds down the lead. Number 8 of Matt Burkeen sits comfortably right behind him. As we just pointed out, Burkeen enters the night 4th in points, looking to pick up his first win of the season. It would be his second career 450 win. That is not the way he's going to want to do it, though, as he jumps off the right side of the track and goes down. So Fowler reassumes lead for the time being, but Fjellberg trying to get to the inside. He jumps off the track. Looks like Fjellberg running the DF3 Privateer setup with some new Fox gear. Obviously not a part of the Red Bull KTM team anymore that Jay Andrew put together. So Fjellberg takes the lead from Fowler through the whoops. Fowler has Lacoste and Mahan and Root behind him, and Lacoste just puts Mahan into the Fly Racing Tough Blocks, and his teammate Dade Honeywell goes right into them as well. So that's an unfortunate situation for them. Oh, Fjellberg, he was in the lead, but it looks like he's gone down. Gonna get up and put Lacoste on the ground. So all sorts of shenanigans going on as Fjellberg cases the absolute balls off of the triple. Gonna feel that one in the lower extremities tomorrow, I'm sure. But he's able to get up in 3rd, so he's still on a transfer spot. Meanwhile, we got a battle up front. Jack Fowler gets block passed by Hunter Root. So your points leader, the number 1 ride of Hunter Root, trying to run away with this thing here. In the other heat, it was his teammate Tyson Fresquez, 2nd in points. That was your heat race winner, so Root's trying to respond from that win 2 weeks ago by his teammate. Look at this tire tap right here. Oh, beautiful. He was doing that all day long in EMF. Looking so smooth in the all-black get-up tonight. Jack Fowler running a very solid race in 2nd. Tempted to call him August Sanders every once in a while as he's running KTMs and he's number 57. I rather enjoyed Mad Cape's Yamahas that they had been running in the off-season, so a little bummed about the KTM get-up, but it's all good. Dade Honeywell has moved up to 3rd. So your defending 250 West Supercross champion, moved up to the 450 class last round in Glendale. Put it on the podium, I believe, with a third. Looks like he belongs comfortably in this 450 class. And Victor Nykot just got passed by Ryan Mahan, it looks like. But I want to go back to Nykot here for a second because we haven't seen Nykot much this year. Number 13 national number. Very, very fast rider out of France for the EMC Concept Graph TM Racing ride. I believe we should be expecting to see Nykot ripping it up on the East Coast. East Coast kicks off next week from Atlanta. Expect to see Nykot in there. Also, the very, very fast British rider Connor Lynn's also expected to do quite well there. It's going to be an interesting East Coast series. Nykot on the outside looking in right now. Mahan holding down the last transfer as they run. Dade Honeywell is trying to work his way up to the 57 of Jack Fowler. These guys only have about a lap and a quarter left to go. As here is your leader, Hunter Root, still ripping it. He's about to take the white flag. Here's Fowler and Honeywell. Looks like they're putting the number 89 of Maxime Tissot a lap down, so a rough start to the evening for the French rider. Mahan, oh, Toby Stocks on that Culture Kings ride is up into the top 5 now. Still a little ways to go to get to a transfer spot. Fjellberg, after leading early on, ran into some crash issues, and he's back to 6th. Jack Haley, top 10 in points entering tonight. He is in 7th, so he's not going to make it through. Neither is Nykot at this point, or Burkeen. Monty Wilson, Reed Young, Michael Gonzalez, Holden Coate, Fred Heather, the Brit rider. Tony Spinelli getting passed, perhaps by Cody Penwell, not quite. And Daniel Mills back here. Jordan Lacoste, he was up front early on, but he slipped way back. So we head back up front. Hunter Root, final corner. And he is your heat number 2 winner here in the 450 class. So Hunter Root and Tyson Fresquez sweep the heats for Team Volcom. Dade Honeywell was able to get by Jack Fowler, so the number 17 machine is going to pick up 2nd. Ryan Mahan is also looking for 3rd, but he just went down. He's going to hold up Fowler. Fortunately, they have plenty of time to work with. Fowler going to tiptoe through that last corner and put the number 57 Mad Cape ride in the main event out of the heat race. Well done to Fowler. Stocksy is going to beat Fjellberg to the line for 5th. No, Stocksy off the track. And Burkeen brings it home 7th. Haley is 8th as he tries to backflip and lands right on his helmet. Ouch. So it's Jack Haley, Victor Nykot, Reed Young, Robert Wilson, Michael Gonzalez, Holden Coate, Daniel Mills, he just crossed the finish line right there on the 45. Fred Heather, 15th. Penwell, 16th. Spinelli, 17th. Lacoste, 18th. Tissot, 19th. And Cohenauer, 20th. Whoops. So the heat racing for the 450 guys are done. Coming up next is the 250 heat race action, which we are getting set to go right now, so I won't jump out of server just yet to show you guys the standings, but I shall after this first heat. Thank you, Tigman1669, for letting me know that it is good to have me back in the booth. Well, I'm glad to be back here. It was much less stressful this week trying to qualify. Excuse me, or rather than it was much less stressful this week rather than trying to qualify to just get myself ready to stream. And yeah, I had a good time hanging out, watching these guys learn the track, getting to know what everybody's up to. And it is time, my friends, for 250 heat number 1. Chase Donovan here in the middle of your screen on the 51. 250 Heat 1 is underway. And from the inside, Matt Cromie pushes everybody wide. He got into Devin Ryan. They both went off the track. And it's going to be the 40 machine of Clement Lana to come out with the lead. So Lana up over the wall. Huge lead over Jonathan Hughes. Another British rider. Drew Swenson back there. We got a couple guys down on the wall. Devin Ryan was down in turn 1. He's already 5th behind Chase Donovan, who we watched on the start there. Tyler Lewis. Oh, I saw that coming from a mile away. Oh, Drew Swenson got up sideways, and now it's absolute chaos. People piling in. The 73 of Russ Chapman just went down. I see the 26 of Brock Pappy, the 53 of Craig Leak, and of course Drew Swenson on your screen right there. There's August Sanders, the Colonel. Chaos. Chromie, one of the guys down at turn 1, able to sneak by all that mess, it looks like, so he's in a good position right now. Oh, he's going to get stuck on the split. And Lewis around the outside gets by him. Let's see, Sanders, is he able to do the same on the inside here? No, not quite. Chromie powers around the outside. These guys are in about 6th, 7th, and 8th right now, I believe. As we go back to our leader, the 40 machine of Clement Lana. Very cool setup for the EMC guys this year. EMC always has a really good setup, but I like the TMs. I like to see them get a little bit of support out there. Ooh, nice save. And I believe they're running some First Racing gear, which is obviously a European company because I've never heard of them until this year. Alpine Star boots, Aero helmets, cool stuff. Forgot to mention it in the last heat, but Jeremy Hinders is going to be running our helmet cam tonight. And so we're going to have some more GoPro footage coming out from main events. Or GoPro, that's not the correct way to say that. Onboard footage of main event action coming out on our channel. We're going to do about 2 to 3 riders every week and have main event footage on our channel, just like the IRL stuff. Excuse me, sorry. I was like burping my way through that. I'm just trying to let a nice big burp out. Devin Ryan, Chase Donovan. Donovan getting saucy. Here's Zach Prokop. He's running in the number 4 ride right now for Pro Line Designs. Obviously, some of these guys' skins I don't have. Interesting to see Prokop still on the 2009 Katoom that everybody loved. With the new snapshot, which you need to have to run in this server right now because it's a new client version. The 2009 KTM was actually hobbled by JLV. It used to be a 45 horsepower machine. JLV hobbled it to 40 from what I understand. Because everything else is 38 or less. So Prokop's sticking on this machine, but everybody else seems to want to go to the new KTMs. As you see, August on the 2016 KTM dynos here. My stock model replacement pack actually has them on a 2012 era KTM. But that's just a stock model replacement pack. I promise you that's a 2016. So Lana continues to lead as he's got 2 more laps to go. Ryan, Donovan, Chromie, Prokop, Sanders, Chapman, Ginter, and Brock Pappy currently in transfer spots. Looks like Pappy has jumped teams again. Surprise, surprise. He is now on Impact. As Craig Leak is trying to run him down, the HLTN co-rider to the inside in the split. He's going to mess it up. Pappy back to round to the inside. It's over the line. They got 2 laps to go. Is Leak going to get aggressive? Oh, nice. I like it. I like the fire. Final transfer spot on the line. You got to get aggressive sometimes. Let's see if Pappy tries to come back here. Ooh, Leak trying to hold the line too tight. Ends up in the bales. Might get some cuts out of that. Got to be careful. Let's see, Pappy. Oh, good save. He tries to run down Craig Leak. I apologize if we just had issues. I see you guys in chat saying, oh my gosh, what happened? We did drop some frames there for a second, it looks like, but we're all good now. We have got absolute chaos going on right now. Leak is through into 7th, Chromie back to 8th, and actually Pappy, gets taken down by Chromie. He's going to get up and somehow not get front end lock from running into the back of Rush Chapman, who for some reason is not showing up. There it is. So Chapman is now in the final transfer spot in 9th. This is crazy. What is going on? Rush Chapman is behind Brock Pappy for me for some reason. Oh, there we go. Now it's finally sorted. Pappy went down. Prokop, big mistake. Let's head up front real quick as Lana takes the win. So Lana with the win. Something's going wrong with my timing and scoring. Devin Ryan, a second. Donovan, third. Ginter looks comfortable in fourth as Sanders trying to work his way through in fifth. Prokop is down in the corner. For some reason, it won't switch to Rush Chapman, who's actually gone through into sixth. It's not registering his timing gates for some reason, but he did just cross the line. Chromie on my screen says he's gonna get sixth. Oh, there we go. Chapman now sixth. He must be lagging. Chromie seventh, Prokop eighth, and Leak ninth. So Turley, Pappy, Hedge, Swenson, Hughes, Lewis, Groening, and Alex Efforts, David Wright, all those guys not heading to the main event as we did not have a full gate, only 18 riders. And while I'm sitting here, I'll pull up the 250 standings. So there's the 250 standings on your screen as they run. Jeremy Siebold, perfect through 5 rounds. He's got to make it through all 9 as Vegas is going to be another East-West round. And so we've got this week, we've got San Diego, Santa Clara, and Vegas. Still have 4 rounds to go perfect. But he's well on his way. Matt Cromie well and truly behind on 82 points. Connor Holiak has been suspended for 3 months. So actually that would be like 12 rounds. So Holiak suspended for 3 months for intentional takeouts at Oakland. Not in the championship anymore. Wilcox, not sure if he's here tonight. And Turley, 5th in the championship on 61. Honeywell also done. Here's a look at the 250 qualifying from this week as Siebold again was your fastest runner at a 50.843. Rush Chapman also in the mix. Trying to see if I see Cromie. He must have signed up late. No, there he is, 12th. Matt Cromie. 12th with a 52.5, so Siebold blowing everybody out of the water as we're going to jump back into game for 250 Heat 2. Trying to see what's going on here. Okay. Alrighty. Question chat, where has Mullins been? I have not seen him all year. Yeah, Jesse Mullins only raced Anaheim 1 for some reason. Not sure what he's been doing lately. Somebody told me he's trying to take on the world of competitive Counter-Strike. Not sure how much truth there is to that. I haven't had a chance to talk to Jesse since November. So not too sure about all that. But if he has left, that's very unfortunate. He's going with the Byron Downen method. Byron won a championship in the 450 class and then raced select events. Jesse now won a championship outdoors in the 450 class and has pretty much given up on sim altogether as we are off and running in 250 heat number 2 and the 313 ride. Bryce Whelan gets the whole shot. Unfortunate for all these guys that we wish we could have their skins, but unfortunately they failed to upload them in time or just not at all. I told them they needed to. I told them 2 days ago they needed to even, and they did not listen. So Whelan leads. Sorry, I was just checking something. Wow, Benny Landry is underneath the stadium. Somehow, some way he got over there. And very interestingly unsafe track re-entry. There's Jeremy Siebold, your points leader. I cannot see that because he is not running. He must be on the 2016 Yamaha. Because if he was on the 2009 Yamaha like he was before, we'd be able to see his skins. But of course we can't. So unfortunately, all these guys not getting their stuff sent to us in time, they really need to do a better job of that. It's not our job to get their skins for them. It's their job to put it in the models and skins thread. That's why it's there. So if you fail to do that, that's your own fault if you don't end up on the stream with your gear. Hunter Deischer is running a practice bike for some reason. And Stefan Guido, already talked to him. He sent me his skins in the wrong location, so that's all good. He already told me it's okay. Neil Wells is down in the tunnel. Aspect Racing rider. Just got passed by Zoa Cross and Taylor Bell, it looks like. Well, whoever in chat just said Splitfire did upload it. That's great. Is it in the models and skins thread that says 2016 MotoOption Supercross official skins thread? Of course it isn't. Why would they put it there? Let's just put it in our team pack thread on the racing forums. I mean, it's not my job to go and find everything for these guys. We put one location where it's very easy for them to put it, and they didn't put it there, so that is not my fault. So Whelan continues to lead here. He's doing a great job on that 313 ride. I apologize for the momentary silence. I'm just trying to work out what just happened in chat. There's a little bit of yelling going on. I understand some of you are interested in co-hosting. Usually I only have people co-host that I absolutely know who they are, and I've talked to them for pretty much many years. Oh, Guido! That's an interesting line to take on the tunnel, mate. That's not going to serve you too well. So Whelan's holding strong in the lead, but Seabolt is trying to catch him. Let's actually go on board with Jeremy Seabolt here. Do a little onboard action. Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, whoa, hey, hey. There we go. Got a rider down in that rhythm section. I'll have Seabolt take you around for basically a lap here. I'm sure I'll cut him off before the triple. Oh, Whelan, he got into a lapper. He's down. He's down on the finish line there on the left side. Seabolt is absolutely ripping. I literally just looked over at the chat when he was in turn 1, and by the time I looked back, he was already on the wall. Like, what the hell? Like, I barely glanced at the chat. I felt like unreal speed from Jeremy Seabolt. I mean, I'm kind of a guy that wants to see some battling, so I was hoping to see him maybe run into a little bit of some troubles tonight. In EMF earlier today, he missed the main, so I thought maybe he didn't have this track dialed, but clearly that is not the case. He is set. He is set and ready to go, folks. All right, who are we watching here for the final transfer spot tonight? Benny Landry 7th, Deniz in 8th, Zoa Cross in 9th. Gustavo Deniz said if he was here tonight, he'd ride a 125. What a liar. He is totally on a KTM 250. What a liar. Oh, here's Wilcox. Wilcox entered tonight 5th in the championship. Or, no, 4th, I'm sorry. I misspoke there. And he is on the verge of missing the main. He's got to get it. Got to get in with 1 lap to go. He's got the final transfer spot right in front of him, fortunately. But Zoa Cross not going to be an easy man to pass. We'll go up front real quick and watch Seabolt cross the line. Checkers are waving for your points leader, number 10. Jeremy Seabolt is your heat race winner here. We're going to go back to that battle for the final transfer spot. Is Wilcox and Cross as they run. Wilcox a little out of shape in the whoops. I think we had some riders down up here. Wilcox has got to get himself into this main event. Trying to work his way into maybe 2nd in the standings. Oh, and he's down after the triple. He came up short and got a kick. So that's going to allow Deniz, Cross, Wells, all these guys to get away. Guido with a 6th. Wells cuts the track, but able to hold on. So Cross is going to get 7th. Wells 8th. Deniz 9th. Thomas Wilcox to the last chance qualifier. Wow, what a shakeup that is. Rasmus Bros going to get 10th, actually, as Wilcox gets up. Jacob LaRoche. Riley Moran, Chris Schmeider, Jerry McDonald, Ty Casey, Jerry Robin having a rough night, as is Blake Scheiman. I am on the gate in warm-up mode. All right, so heat racing action done. Wheels getting the show on the road. We're only 30 minutes in to the night show and already done with the heat races. Not messing around tonight is Michael Wheeler. Hey, how's it going this evening, Alex Heckman? Looks like we also got yellow S2K VTech in here. Very distinguished YouTuber. Let's go ahead and get racing action underway for the semis. Both SYS guys are in here again as I see Hinders and Zach on the gate. Dennis Fjellberg in between them with Jack Haley and Daniel Mills. A great start from Hinders. Jeremy Hinders with the whole shot. Nice. I like it. He streamed the first basically 6 rounds for you guys because he did stream at the beginning of last week, although the race ended up being postponed. And now he's leading. Put it in the main, son. Go on, son. Get it in there. Jordan Lacoste sits second. Dennis Fjellberg sits third. Awood in fourth. Race Carlin running fifth. So all these guys very capable right now of actually making the main in these top 5 spots. So the rest of the runners have got to be nervous. Wilson, Reed Young, Connor Peavy, Schiabro, Dupuis, Tissone, Jack Haley, top 10 in points. LCQ trip might be possible for him. You go down early in these semis, you don't get much chances to catch up as Jeremy Hinders leads the opening lap. Go on, son, put it in the main. Fjellberg runs in second on that bright and shiny new DF3 privateer. Dennis Fjellberg, Yamaha. As you can see, it's clearly privateer driven because he's got his own last name on the shroud. If you look closely, somehow, some way, we'll get a camera right there. Maybe. Nope, that's not a good shot. How about here? There it is, Fjellberg on the side of his shroud. So, for some reason, Red Bull KTM is folded. That's Jay Andrews' team. And Fjellberg is trying to triple past Jeremy Hinders. Hinders covering the line. We got a good battle up front right now. Race Carlin in here. Hinders jumps off the track. Fjellberg cuts to the inside, takes over the lead. Carlin also able to slide through in a second. So it might be Carlin versus Fjellberg for the win now as Hinders slots back to third. Robert Wilson, he's up to fourth. So Wilson now in. Lacoste is still in, but he's dropped a few positions. Jack Haley back here. Dominic Saulnier trying to get into the final transfer spot. He OJ's to finish a bit there. Oh, Awood. Oh, that is not the way you want to go through there. And he takes Connor Peavy with him. Awood having a rough time in the Taggart Design split section there. Has to roll the finish. Fortunately, it doesn't look like Schiabro is going to hit him. So Tissone back here, D-Mills, Reed Young, Dupuis, Saulnier still outside of transfer, as is Jack Haley. So those guys need to catch up. Oh, Fjellberg and Carlin going at it now, as Hinders has reassumed the race lead, so something went on there. So Hinders now leads Wilson, and looks like Carlin and Fjellberg may have gotten together, so I may have missed something. Perhaps retaliation here if those guys hit each other. I know Dennis Fjellberg is not one to take much shite from anybody. And this is tightening up real quick. Hinders about to come under pressure from Monty. Robert Wilson for the lead. Wilson with the inside tire tap line. Actually looking really good tonight, Wilson is. Hasn't been particularly quick all this season yet, but he's showing really good speed tonight. Especially with Race Carlin and Fjellberg breathing down his neck. Carlin with a big mistake. Meanwhile, Jordan Lacoste in the final transfer spot. May want to be counting his blessings because he might not have that for long with a hard charging number 32 of Jack Haley coming up from behind. And here goes Haley, the rider out of Delhi, India. Actually an American citizen trying to get to the inside. Let's see if he can do it here. He's going to come up just a tad short. These guys tiptoeing through that sweeper. Very slippery conditions. Oh, I thought Haley may... Oh, no, Hinders is... Oh, Hinders is down. No, Hinders. Something happened after the whoops. I didn't quite see it. Perhaps, did he get sent to the ground or did he just fall by himself? He lost so much time. This race for the win is not over yet either, as Wilson is trying to hang on and win this thing. He cuts to the outside, holds his line, and Monty Wilson, he's going to win the semi. Fjellberg with a second. Carlin, he sends it over the line in third. Lacoste and Haley are both going to get in as Hinners and Dupuis fall apart. Not sure what happened there, but now both SYS Racing guys go into the last chance. Dominic Saulnier is going to split them. So Hinners 6th, Saulnier 7th, Dupuis 8th. D-Mills going to bring it home in 9th. Awood and Reed Young 10th and 11th. Jeremy Schiabro tossing it for the ladies. Still doesn't know what team he's riding for, but he's going to get a 12th. Tassone was a lap down in 13th. PV 14th. Cody Penwell is somewhere in the crowd. And I'm on the line. So, wow. Very interesting semi-race there. I don't know where Penwell went off to. He was sitting on the gate. But then he's gone off into the crowd somewhere over here. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a good close-up shot of some of this crowd here. Look at this lovely crowd in Arlington tonight. Beautiful. Looks like a sold-out crowd, actually. Look at all the people up there. Top deck. Look at you. Oh, man. Sold out. We're packing them in at Arlington. We are not messing around. MX Simulator Supercross selling out stadiums when the real Supercross Championship cannot. I dig it. Although, to be fair, we had absolutely nobody in the stands at Glendale, so I mean, I'll take a sellout at Arlington for nobody in the stands at Glendale. Half it, and half the crowd in Glendale, half the crowd in Arlington. Ah, I need to keep drinking. Ah, there we go. All right. What say you we have some 450 Semi-2 action? Ready, steady, and go. And we're off and running. 450 Semi number 2 here. Matt Burkeen to the inside on the 8 is going to get the whole shot with the 27 of Tony Spinelli on his outside. Spinelli cuts to the inside, sneaks the lead away from Burkeen. So Spinelli looking feisty early on as Burkeen drops the second. Kohenauer here in third. Then Jack Roberts quadding into the corner. Woo! Nycott, Holden Coat, Luke Heberlein. Heberlein for the Splitfire team. Now the only runner on Splitfire in the 450 class that has not made it through to the main. Honeywell is through. Mahan is through. Race Carlin is through, and now Jack Roberts is on the ground. But Heberlein's still trying to work his way in. In a good spot right now as Burkeen has now reassumed the race lead as we head back up front into turn number 1. So Burkeen is either riding the 16 RMZ. Oh, he's down! He clipped on the over-under, and man did he hit hard. Fortunately, this is only a video game. And clearly it's only a video game because look at how good Matt Burkeen gets through the whoops right here. He is awful at whoops in real life. Almost made his Supercross debut in 2015 before he just yarded in the whoops. So clearly not real life if Burkeen can get through the whoops. I kid. I'm totally kidding because Burkeen is just a good buddy of mine. So Spinelli has reassumed the race lead. Holden Coat is in second. Oh, to the inside. Coat trying the other line in the split. Oh, and it does not work. He is just in all sorts of trouble on the outside here. Going to get passed by everybody and their mother on the inside. As Spinelli, Kohenauer, Heberlein, Nycott, Burkeen, Stocks all get by. Excuse me. Oh, we got a pile up on the wall. Heberlein and not sure who that was up there. They're having some relations. Battle for second going on with Heberlein all over the back of Nykot and Burkeen in the mix. So a couple of really quick Americans behind the Frenchie. Three-way battle for second on your screen. Nykot makes a mistake. He's going to lose both spots. So Heberlein into second, Burkeen into third as Spinelli continues to lead at the base of your screen there. Good battle for second, though. I kind of want to watch this for a minute as Burkeen chases down Heberlein. Interesting to see the line choices there. Burkeen swinging way out onto the start straight and then cutting down the corner, whereas Heberlein just hugs the bales literally all the way in and through the corner. Looks like things have settled down a little bit, so we'll head back and see what's going on. Toby Stocks, the Aussie for Culture Kings, running in the final transfer spot right now. Whoa, Holden Coat into your living room, and he is down. Oh, and then somebody, Chase Blakely, just yard sailed into the pole and through to the other side of the tunnel. He's going to get going way behind where he was, which was close to Jeremy Shipley and that final transfer spot, which is currently being held down by Toby Stocks, and Jeremy Shipley wants it. Still running Ian Lugliani's number 86 bike for some reason. Not sure what that's all about. Number 39 of Shipley needs to change that, or else he will suffer a penalty. Through the whoops. This is tightening up. Last transfer spot on the line. Stocksy has it. Shipley wants it. Oh, Stocksy puts the 39 of Shipley on the deck. We'll head back up front just for a quick moment as Luke Heberlein is on his way to winning this semi. Number 28 Splitfire rider looking awfully saucy. So he takes the win. Burkeen second. Spinelli in third. Nykot in fourth. And Stocksy is, oh, not going to hang on. Shipley's trying to get up first. Over the hill, it's Stocksy. Shipley 0.9 behind. Could come down to cuts, actually, with it being that close. Shipley went for it, though, in that last corner. He just came in and T-boned him. Cohenauer with a 7th, Coat with an 8th, Blakely 9th, Morin 10th, Roberts 11th, Gonzalez, all sorts of fun there in 12th, Owen Hillman in 13th, Fred Heather having a terrible night, 14th, he's on his way to the LCQ, as is Brock Party Hardy and Carson Tickle. Alrighty, it is time for your favorite time of the night. If only Checkers was here to help me with this, as it's time for the last chance qualifiers. Apologies for the radio silence. I needed to go run and get a beer. It's one of those nights. Okay, got myself a beer. Popping open the beer. And it is time, my friends, for some last chance qualifier action. All right, let's find somebody in the middle. Riley Moran looks good enough. Last chance qualifier, Dallas, let's go. 250 class. Let's see what kind of craziness we have as Turley is down in turn 1 on the 60. He gets Moran involved with him. Let's see who he's got out front. It's the number 11 of Thomas Wilcox. That's exactly what he needed as a good start. So he needs to try to get away and take the win in this LCQ. 4th in the championship coming into tonight. Swenson has dropped behind Brock Pappy. And Jacob LaRoche holds down the final transfer. David Wright right behind him. Tyler Lewis. Rylan Moran, looks like we had somebody go down on the triple. No, I'm sorry. That was my mistake. Saw that out of the corner of my eye. David Wright is down. He just cased the triple and went down. Moran missed him, as did the 400 of Rasmus Bros. It's a good question in chat, by the way. I have no idea where Alexis Leclerc is tonight. He actually did not race EMF earlier today either, so could be a situation like we saw last year where Leclerc raced a little bit, then dipped. So Wilcox leads. Pappy comfortably in second, actually quadding into the corner on a 250F. Very nice. Swenson third, Lewis fourth. And LaRoche is down, so he's going to lose his opportunity. Several riders are trying to squeak by. Ooh, that is David Wright on the ground. Oh, Alex Efforts almost pile drove into him. There's Spencer Turley, fifth in the championship coming into tonight. The last thing he wants is to miss the main event here in Arlington. Not sure how well he did in Glendale, but maybe it's just football stadiums not suiting him. Obviously, he had terrible luck in the first corner. Question in chat is, why did Wilcox leave TM Factory Racing, which is the team that he entered the season on? Here's Wilcox. He's dropped back to third. Wilcox had a dispute with his friend. Oh, he gets put on the ground by Drew Swenson. Swenson taking no prisoners tonight. Wants to make that main at all costs. Might need Wilcox as a friend, though, on the last lap. But Wilcox, anyway, had a dispute with his friend Daniel Batchlett, I'm pretty sure. And it resulted in him just up and leaving. I mean, he left. He didn't get kicked off the team or anything. He just straight left. Ended up on the Verb Moto team, which consequently enough, oh, Tyler Lewis is backing up. He's back to fourth. As I was saying, the Verb Moto team, consequently enough, now has all riders that have nothing to do with Verb Moto on it. That Verb Moto team was given that name when Chase Donovan was on that team. Chase Donovan, a filmer, videographer for Verb Moto. Myself, I'm a staff writer and blogger for Verb Moto. Neither of us on the Verb Moto team. It's just a bunch of guys that are not affiliated anymore. Isn't that lovely? As Brock Pappy takes his Impact third bike of the season that he's been on ride to this last chance qualifier win, perhaps, as he tries to hang on the last section. He's going to come up short as dicks on that last quad. Through the S corners cleanly, though, and the 26 rider Brock Pappy is your last chance qualifier winner. Wilcox, Swenson, and Lewis should be going through, although Moran is trying to make a bid here. And oh, he's down. So Moran not going to get it,
joined your channel,
as none other than 2014 Supercross champion Byron Downen has joined our stream.
How's it going?
Can we get a quick audio and video check? Byron, please do some talking.
All right, how's it going, guys? I just got back from a function for school interviews, things like that. I'm really just BSing right now to get an AV check on myself.
Right on, right on. So Byron not racing at not trying to race at San Diego. We didn't race San Diego, but he wasn't going to, and not racing this week at Arlington. What's the deal?
Well, this week, I guess my priorities aren't very in check because I'm not racing an MX Simulator tonight. But yesterday I had a long day with some interviews, and I didn't get home until about 8 o'clock. Had to finish up some homework. And same story tonight. I was actually at a reception for KPMG for the night before their interviews, and I just got home from that like 20 minutes ago.
Right
So,
on, right
yeah.
on. Well, we just finished up last chance qualifier action. Pappy, Wilcox,
Yeah.
Swenson, and Lewis making it through in the 250 class. Spencer Turley not. So Turley fifth in the championship coming into tonight.
Just short.
He is, just short.
All right, who do we got for big hitters in this 450 race? I just joined the server.
Shipley, Dupuis, Henners, Strelo, Tassone, Roberts, Morin.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's gonna be a good race. How's the racing been so far?
Well, we had a Team Volcom sweep of the heats, so Tyson Fresquez, Hunter Root sweep the heat races. And then the semis were actually really good as we are off and running in the 450 LCQ.
Yeah. Ooh, everybody running really hot
Zach
right there.
Dupuis with the whole shot, and he has got the 48 of Connor Peavy on the outside of him there as people...
cutting it close.
Oh, man, there's
Brock
a lot
Hardy
of stuff.
running inside of the hay bales in the sweeper corner right there.
That must have been the hotline as he moves into second place behind Dupuis. They've also got Connor Peavy and Jeremy Henners behind them.
SYS running 1 and 4. Got 2 of you guys in transfer spots right now.
Yeah, fingers crossed it stays that way.
Salnia gets cleaned out in the tunnel.
So we are in an interesting situation here as Jeremy Shipley, not sure where he is on the track right now. He looks like he's quite buried. There he is. He's in about 10th, and he's going to almost land on Strelo, who just went down. Shipley, top 10 in points, might be missing the main event. He's got a long ways to go.
Oh, Gonzalez and Chase Blakely down 2 corners before the finish.
Yeah, there they are.
Peavy is just jumping off the track a lot right now, so Henners gets by him for that 3rd spot.
So Henners up to 3rd. Hardy still sandwiching the SYS riders as Dupuis leads the way on the number 6, your 2013 Outdoor National Champion.
With auto shift, I might add.
Oh, yeah. Not an auto shift anymore. Funny enough,
he changed it up.
Yeah, he's gone to manual now. And he's trying to make his 6th consecutive main event to start the season. One of the few riders still to have made 6. About, I think, 11 or 12 guys have made all 6.
I wonder, are there any guys that have made it out of the heat race in all 6?
That's a good question. That's a stat that we can bring up next week.
Yeah, I would say if anybody is done, I think Tyson's been in a semi with me. But I would say if anybody's done it, I think it would be the number 1 ride.
Yeah, it's a good point. Hunter definitely been very quick in the heat races. We have a question in chat real quick. Is backing up and timing the gate really good legal or no? It is not legal, actually. It is an illegal move. You're not allowed to back up on the starting gate. Where JLV puts you is where you must stay in Race Factory Gaming competition.
However, if you do end up getting backed up, like if you had your backup button locked when the race restarted, if you move back to where you originally were and you're lined up with everybody else, then that's fair game. But if you're backing up to try and time the gate and get an unfair advantage, that is frowned upon and penalized.
You're absolutely correct. Do you know, Byron, by chance, who was the first person to be subject to that penalty? I can't quite remember his name.
I don't remember. I want to say it was somebody from like Europe or something was doing burnouts on the gate a couple years ago. Yeah. I actually I want to say it was Riley Goodfellow, so not European. I don't know if he was the first. I do want to say that Goodfellow has come under the gun for that penalty before.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with you there. Goodfellow has been in trouble. But I think you're right about the European. I think it must have been a European rider. I was kind of thinking it was one of the Brazilians, but the European sounds right too.
Hardy is down.
Uh-oh, Hardy is down on the triple.
Into the stadium.
Hillman.
Hardy is on the back wheel.
Oh! Meanwhile, Dupuis wins. Henners looks like he's going through Peavy as well. Hardy for the last transfer. He jumps the bales. Hillman to the inside. They're both down. Hardy gets up first. Wow, I don't know. You're not allowed to cross the section.
I heard people saying in chat that Hardy had cut bales at some point in the race, probably jumping off the side of the track.
Well, as you had pointed out earlier in the race, Byron, he actually did cut that sweeper.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So 0.7, I don't know.
To see.
And Benny Landry asking in chat that question, by the way, about backing up on the start. It definitely was not Rush Chapman the first person to do that. It was Rush has only been allowed to compete in Race Factory Gaming for the first time this season, as he's now of legal age. 13 years old is the limit. So, yeah, Rush definitely was not the guy that did that. Because we're speaking of like 2013.
It was 2014.
Yeah, 13 or 14, I'm sure, yeah.
I don't remember if it happened at all in 13, but I know 14 for a fact it happened.
All right, so we are waiting on cuts. There it is. Hillman is in. Hardy out. 2.08 seconds of cuts.
And Hillman actually did have just over a half a second of cuts, but Hardy had a little bit more.
Heck yeah, Hinner's jumping in chat. He has made his first main event of the year. He will have our onboard camera for tonight, as you can see right there on the top of his helmet. Our onboard camera.
SYS onboard camera.
Yeah, buddy, we're doing onboard main event footage now on our channel.
Okay. Oh, so is he recording it for himself?
Heck yeah.
Okay, I thought you were just gonna put it on him for the main event and just let it run.
No. You'll see. Check out Star Your Systems on YouTube for more info on that. It is 2:50 main event time though.
If you want to see a full onboard main event, check out Stop Your Systems. All right, Kellen, how much you been drinking tonight?
I'm currently halfway through beer number 2, so K2B almost in the building. We have got Zach Prokop, Stefan Guido, Clement Lana, Jeremy Seavold, August Sanders, Matt Cromie, and a bunch of other people that have already gone out of my screen because I am in the wrong camera.
I just loaded in, yeah.
Craig Leak, Pappy, Lana, Deniz. This is all just the warm-up laps. So everybody's going absolutely bonkers.
Number 40 coming in hot with the clean out. 250 Supercross main event coming up next.
Byron called it perfectly. 250 main, yeah, West Coast last round, right? For a while.
Yeah, this is the last round of West on the round that is typically the first round of East. I'm going to watch our points leader.
I'm taking a look at Taylor Bell right in the middle of our screen here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 250 main event time from Arlington. We're off and running.
Seabolt got a bad jump out of the gate. He's going to tuck inside and come out top 10, though.
313, Bryce Whelan, he hole shot his heat race, and he also hole shots the main event. Nice job for the MotoOption clothing ride. Lana right behind him.
This game has crashed.
Uh-oh. Will Wheels jump in and do anything? Probably not. He didn't do anything for Wilcox at Glendale.
Wow.
Keep us notified on a red flag alert in chat if you can, Byron, as the 2 heat race winners end up 1-2.
August Sanders, hometown hero, straight out of Texas, sitting right now in the 6th place position on his beloved KTM dyno.
Boy, you were not kidding about Seabolt getting a bad start, Byron, and he is already in 4th place, man. He worked his way right through there, and he's going into 3rd as Lana messed up the section there.
Nah, Seabolt actually, he held a really tight left-hand line through the first rhythm section. He came out in about, I would say, 4th or 5th.
Unbelievable.
Obviously, he's in 3rd right now, so it's going to take a miracle for somebody else to take this one.
Having some frame drop issues on the stream right now. It's trying to sort itself out. I'm sure it'll fix itself in a minute.
All right, Seabolt the 2nd. Leak jumped into the hay bales right there. Lana just quadded around the outside of Craig Leak, asserting his dominance very well in that situation. That triple quad looks incredibly easy even on a 250F. I only did about 2 motos on this track.
Yeah, well, I mean, even on a 450, man, that's just 2nd gear.
Oh, yeah, it's quad city.
Yeah, it's super easy.
Yeah.
Boy, talk about a repeat of the heat race. This looks very similar with...
Seabolt pushing the front wheel there.
Yeah, exactly. The heat race was wheeling with Seabolt catching him. And we've got a carbon copy, but this time Lana, your Heat 1 winner, also in the mix.
Yeah, Lana's running up there. Seabolt opting not to quad out of that section. That's costing him some time, I think.
Maybe he just trying to play it safe, I guess. He wants to remain perfect, I assume.
undefeated so far, so I can't tell him how to do his racing. He's obviously doing way better than I do.
Byron, I think you're plenty qualified to tell him how to race if you're a 450 champion yourself. You can tell these 250 guys how they should race all day long.
I mean, I guess, but
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the 250 sandbag class sometimes, man.
I mean, not saying that I raced it in outdoors last year or anything, but for like 3 rounds.
But you didn't.
Got upset at me.
When you were fast enough to ride 450s, you didn't stay in the 250s, like indoors.
No.
You know, Siebold, you know, right? He didn't point out. That's fair enough, but clearly him and Honeywell are in a class of their own in this field, and Honeywell freaking podiumed at Glendale. So what are you trying to say there is that, you know, the guy that's defeating you every week could be defeating you every week in the 450 class, maybe even winning the damn thing.
Ooh, Bryce Whelan drops a heater that lap at a 52.2, pulled out a 2.5 seconds on Siebold.
Man, what is this? Bryce Whelan, I know he's quick, but kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, Siebold ran, I believe, a 50-second lap time at my last qualifying check, and that was a couple hours ago.
Wow. Yeah, we checked qualifying, and he was the only runner in the 50-second range at all.
Oh, Siebold almost endoing on the quad out of the rhythm section. He's closing that gap back up, though.
Yeah. We're going to jump back here for a second. Lana in 3rd. Craig Leake is in 4th. Here's Stefan Guido, right out of Switzerland.
Starting to heat up. Siebold has cut it down to a 0.5 seconds.
All right, we'll head back up front. Here we are, going on to lap number 6.
52 flat for Siebold. Watch him cut down inside here.
Yeah, Whelan.
He's going to hug the left in this section and get him in the corner, maybe? I don't know. Doesn't have it.
We've got some complaints coming in chat for Benny Landry, and as we mentioned at the very start of this race, Thomas Wilcox, who is in the championship hunt, did not get a restart for him last week when his game crashed 2 corners into the main event. Or not last week, but last round, rather, at Glendale. So just being fair, Benny, no special treatment.
Wow, this battle for the lead, they're just slicing and dicing their way through all these lappers. They're all over the place. Ooh, one rider coming down out of the berm right there. Siebold gets a little bit messed up. But
yeah, that was the 108 of Devin Ryan, and Whelan actually hit him, but just kept going. Siebold got all messed up, as you said.
Yeah. Lana running a 53 flat last lap. He was starting to lose touch with this lead group, but Leake also running a 53 flat last time around.
Yeah, so Craig Leake running a solid race. In 4th, Stoic Cross in 5th, Guido, Happy, Prokop, Deischer, Chapman. You just said Chromie went down. He was in 7th. He's back to, looks like 12th.
Yeah. Wow.
Lost a lot of time.
Yeah, definitely. We're 7 laps into this main event, closing in on just about the halfway mark here. 53 flat, close in just over a 0.5 seconds there. Siebold did.
Man, I am very impressed with Bryce Whelan here leading the first 8 laps.
Yeah, he's holding it together really well, especially with the pressure that he had from Siebold. Siebold had the gap under a second for about a whole lap, and Whelan held tough.
Riding really well. I'm very impressed.
Lana's starting to lose touch with those two again.
He just quads smoothly into this corner. He's all over the back of the 5.24 of Neil Wells. He gets by him. So now Siebold's going to have to deal with him. It looks like Wells is just going to swing wide and let him go. Yep. Now Siebold's trying to flow lines together. It looks like both of those guys are actually cutting through those bales a little bit.
That triple is actually surprise. Ooh.
Oh, Siebold. Yeah, Siebold.
He got the mysterious collision. Now, Wells is going to let him go right back now, but Bryce Whelan, Mr. Consistency, holding it together. I'm not going to call him just Mr. Consistency because he is going rather fast right now. 52.2 second lap time.
Alright, so anybody watching the live stream right now may have just realized that we had a crash, but I am currently recording it all live, so you won't miss a beat if you watch the replay back on YouTube. I apologize for the crash there for a moment, but we're back up and running.
Ooh, still about 4.5 seconds.
Wow, I'm blown away by Bryce Whelan, I'll be honest with you. It's just a very kind of out of nowhere ride. Hasn't even podiumed all year. Much less, I don't think he top 5'd yet.
Well, I'm actually going to go look that up right now.
Because that is...
Bryce Whelan actually running faster than Seabolt that lap by a half a second. Seabolt going to a 52.8. I mean, Seabolt was at a 53.3. Whelan was at a 52.8 that lap.
Wow. Seabolt might be watching this one slip away if Whelan keeps riding the way he has been. And let's not be forgotten that Clement Lana is right behind these guys. One crash, one mistake. He'll be right there. These guys have relatively dropped Stefan Guido, the Swiss rider. As Lee,
actually,
Pappy.
Craig Leak was in 4th. He has since dropped that 5th position.
Yeah. And Poppy's behind him in 6th. So across 7th. Deischer, Chapman, Cromie. Cromie back inside of the top 10, but still missing out. And Wilcox from the LCQ is inside the top 10 as well. Deniz, Sanders, Donovan, Swenson, Prokop. Just taking a look at the runners that are further back, as we saw Tyler Lewis, Neil Wells, he just got put a lap down. Devin Ryan, Taylor Bell, Zach Ginter, and Benny Landry, as we found out in chat, his game has crashed. So he crashed on the opening lap. Unfortunate circumstance there. But as we said, no favoritism given in RF. No restart for Wilcox, the guy in the points standings championship hunt last week. Not going to get a restart this week either for Benny Landry.
Watching Seabolt, the way he rolls his berms are really impressive to me.
As you said, that triple line in the last rhythm, I was just kind of taking a look at both of those guys do it. And Whelan actually doing the triple quad double, Seabolt triple. Not sure if it really gained that much time, but it's very similar speeds for sure.
Yeah, I think the last triple in that section, if you opt to go the 3-3-3 route, it's really ramped out. So if you do the quad double, the double is really peaked, so it kills a lot of your forward momentum going into the corner. And the triple, you have a lot of forward momentum. Ooh, Seabolt almost hit that lapper, but time's running out. 3.5 laps, not even.
I know. Bryce Whelan is got to be clenching.
On point.
He's on point, but got to be clenching. That lapper is the number 11.
600 is going to go to the inside. It looked like he was going to jump over and go outside.
Yeah. That's behind Seabolt. Whelan trying to get around Wilcox. Whelan, Wilcox. Wilcox is trying to get by Taylor Bell. Yeah. To the left side. And Whelan gets them both. There we go. So now we'll have to see what Seabolt does, as those guys are both in front of him. And in a pretty bad spot to move, to be honest. Oh, here we go.
Wilcox is out of the way.
Oh.
Is Bell going to get out of the way? He does.
Whew. Seabolt quadded in the most inopportune time right there, but he made it work. We're coming to 2 laps to go.
2 seconds. Oh, he misses the triple double.
And he also cut through the bales hard there. I think that's a timing gate right on the corner. All right, 2 laps to go. Whelan hits a lapper. And Seabolt takes the race lead.
136.
That's Prokop. Prokop has been an issue before for lappers. Not necessarily his fault there, because he was on the ground. So nothing he could do.
Is running it up the inside of Seabolt like it's for the... Ooh, Whelan must have had a fall-off, because now Clement Lana is in second.
Wow, Whelan led 12 beautiful laps, and then going on to lap 14, almost completed lap 13. I mean, he led 12.99 laps.
Yeah. Unfortunate there. Seabolt looks to have a relatively clear track. There's a pack of lappers going up to the finish line right now, but that looks like his teammate Matt Cromie just going over the finish right now. So it looks like Seabolt's just going to be able to cruise this one in.
White flag waving for your points leader and now race leader, Jeremy Seabolt, trying to go undefeated this year.
Lana was down, so that gave Bryce Whelan the second place position back.
Yeah, barring anything absolutely...
Whelan is going to land on a lapper and go down. Lappers in the finish line for Whelan have just not been good.
Not these last 2 laps, that's for sure. I mean, I'm sure a second
Yeah.
place he'll be pumped on, but he would love to win this. And anybody but Seabolt would have loved to win this, but it's Seabolt again. Just 15 damn near perfect laps behind Bryce for 12 and a half or so of those.
Yeah, wow. I want to see the consistency numbers out of this race, especially for Seabolt, because I bet you they're relatively low.
There it is. Jeremy Seabolt remains undefeated in the 250 West region as he wins tonight in Arlington, 6 for 6. The 313 machine of Bryce Whelan came so close, yet so far in the end.
All right, my first bold prediction has come true.
So Whelan with a well-deserved second, but honestly had a great shot at the win. Unfortunate situation that there's a lapper in his way there. Lana gets a third, and here's Guido with a great ride in fourth. His first ride for the MotoOption clothing team this year, actually. Just got signed with that team this week. Just barely going to hang on.
The contract deals finally got finalized.
Yeah.
There he is.
There he is. Chapman with a fifth. Brock Pappy with a sixth. Zoe Cross.
Chase Donovan, Sally Slow-Mo rounding out P12.
Zoe Cross with a seventh. Craig Leak with an eighth. Deischer with a ninth. And Wilcox rounds out your top 10, although he was a lap down. Cromie, Donovan,
Lewis
Deniz,
having to go backwards.
Ryan, Sanders, Wells, Swenson, Lewis, Prokop, Bell, Ginter, and Landry. That is the 250 main event, folks, from Arlington. 6 rounds done in the West now.
August Sanders had 7.5 seconds of cuts almost. Well, 7.25 actually, right on the money.
Yeah, there's a lot of people crying bloody murder in the chat, but this week I don't think it was Prokop's fault. At Oakland, Prokop was just a complete jackass of a lapper. And, yeah, I called him out hard on that one. But this week he was just down in a very bad spot, and unfortunately Whelan couldn't do anything about it because he came around that rut, and there he was. But, Prokop wasn't trying to get in his way or anything. It just happened to be that that's where he was. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was... I don't think I would call any foul play on that. Prokop was just getting up in the crash, and he happened to be in the line.
Either way, we've got the last race of the night ready to go. 450 main event from Arlington. Byron, can you believe it is only, for you it's 9:16, but freaking this 7:16, man. We've only got
fast.
an hour and 16 minutes. That's all we've gone tonight so far, and the 450 main is on the line.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, that's what's going to happen with these East Coast rounds, I kind of feel like, because Wheels runs through the program quickly, and these East Coast rounds have much shorter lap times. So subpar 20-minute main events.
It's a welcome change.
Yeah.
All right, 450 main event up next.
Yeah, somebody said in chat that Zach Prokop doesn't care. I know Prokop doesn't care. He's kind of a douche. But, it is what it is. Either way.
I'm gonna keep my eye on Tyler Crane on this start. He did good off the warm-up laps. Let's see what he can do in the race.
Here we go, round 6 from Arlington.
Oh, Crane hits the gate.
Oh, your points leader Hunter Root is down 5 feet off the gate. He got collected, and Tyson's down in turn 1-2 as the Frenchie Victor Nycott with the hole shot.
Tony Spinelli, Matt Burkeen. Ooh. That's dangerous having Burkeen up front, especially with the riders he has behind him.
Oh, look at that start from the 14 of Jeremy Hinters with our helmet cam. You'll see that on YouTube this coming few days. See how he got that start. But Burkeen, like you said, starting up front, trying to win his first race of 2016. His second career 450 main event might be sitting right in front of him.
Yeah, Burkina is going to need to get through the 2 riders in front of him relatively fast, though. Although, Tyson Fresca is right now in 15th place, legs off. Hunter Root behind him is now in 17th position.
Man, championship leaders not having a good night. Here, we just saw Hunter on screen, but here's Tyson. Like you said, it looks like he's in 21st.
Yeah, Ryan Mahan 12th right now. So we'll see if anybody can move up through the pack.
And Root's down again before the finish line. Oh, almost gets taken down again trying to get up, and he just got like lag punted or something. He must be in Viz.
Just ran it up the inside of Spinelli really hard in that corner.
I think Hunter Root just crossed the line in 21st at the end of the first lap. So we'll have to take note on his progress.
Oh, Burkina almost jumping onto the back of Spinelli. This track looks like it's very hard to pass on.
Nycott off the track.
Dominant line.
Spinelli to the lead.
Off the track.
Sorry to cut you off, Byron.
For the lead. Spinelli v. Burkina.
Oh man, Matt Burkina has got to be just licking his chops right now. He has got this race win sitting in the palm of his hands as he goes to the inside and he puts Spinelli on the ground. Burkina.
Yeah, Spinelli slid in that corner really hard and got on the gas, and that basically pushed him right into Burkina's side.
Wow, Nycott now into second, Spinelli third, Hinners is fourth. This is awesome. Yeah. First ride of the season coming straight out of the booth. Loving it. Spinelli getting saucy
out there.
Spinelli just got like backwards on the triple, and Hinners is all in his living room now as they've got Fjellberg closing up on them, so they've all got to be careful now. Ooh, Fjellberg and Hinners almost come together, and Fjellberg's going to get the spot here. There's no way that line is better.
Oh, Fjellberg almost got around Spinelli right there. He's going
to get him there. Oh, puts him on the ground.
He takes him to the ground.
Classic Fjellberg dirty, but slides out a little karma.
Speaking of dirty Euros, Alexis Leclerc's best friend, Jordan Lacoste, moving up to 6th place around Jack Fowler. Speaking of Alexis Leclerc, where is he this week?
Not here. That's weird. I didn't see him.
I put him in the who's not list. Hunter Root's still sitting 20th.
Wow. So where's Tyson? We got a cluster going to the whoops, and Tyson's at the tail end of it.
15th, I'm sorry.
Well, he's battling with Heberlein, which I believe is for 14th.
No, that is for 15th.
Okay. So Tyson 15th, Hunter 20th. Your 2 championship leaders. And as you said, so no Leclerc tonight. He was 3rd in the championship entering. About 25 points down, and then Burkina was only a few points behind him. So Burkina with a win, and these guys with a lot of troubles may find himself well into the title hunt very quickly. We are only on lap 5.
Running auto shift, but he is spending an absurd amount of time in 5th gear, I'm noticing.
Oh, Tyson! Tyson just got
with a little mistake.
Tyson just got hit by Monty Wilson. He's going to lose about 4 spots there. And Hunter Root, oh my word, is he back here? He's back here with Race Carlin, already just about set to go a lap down, it looks like, at this point. Jeez.
Yeah, I see the number 8 machine lurking back there. I don't have all these new skins, but I see a lot of these KTM dynos out there. Ooh, Ryan Mahan in 16th, going down to 17th.
Man, what is with the title contenders? Mahan entered tonight 5th in the championship, I believe, so he was right up there too. The only other winner besides Tyson and Hunter this year.
Yeah.
We'll head back up front and see what's going on as Burkina leads.
5.1 for Burkina.
Nycott, Hinners, Fjellberg all right in there. Hinners quadding. Is he going to get to the inside of Nycott? Nycott's going to have the inside here.
Nycott's going to jump to the inside, though. Good battle right here for 2nd through 4th. These KTMs, I've noticed, are stepping out of line a lot in the flatter parts of corners.
Whoa, Hinners with the jump off the track.
Yeah, Hinners almost died there. Surprised that he didn't.
Fjellberg through into 3rd.
Dropped Spinelli by 11 seconds. Zach Puig, number 6, running in the 6th position.
Man, I guess I just needed to not race and my team would start doing good. But holy moly, Matt Burkeen is checking out right now. 5.8 seconds in the lead, still getting this quad into the tunnel.
It's ironic because as of right now, oh, never mind, we have Dennis Fjellberg with a 51 flat lap time. But still, Burkeen has not run a lap time to beat the 250 front runner
Oh
lap
my
times.
word, did you just see Fjellberg's pass?
No, I did not.
Wow.
I missed it.
He went
Around
to the
outside, it looked like.
No, he went to the inside in the tunnel and looked like he had no drive, but he still tripled from that little lip on the inside and then went around the outside in the next corner and I caught to make the pass. That was unreal. Fjellberg is on rails right now.
Yeah, Dennis is riding really well. Hinders was off the bike there 2 corners before the finish. Just getting up now. That puts Spinelli and Dupuis right in the fray there.
Yeah, Hinder's still holding down fourth, but as you say...
Oh, Fresquez is off the bike in 11th place. Hunter Root has still not moved forward. He's in 19th position still.
My word. Oh, Tyson's going down again. Ooh, yeah, that was frustrating. He just got landed on by a lapper that was going, or not a lapper, excuse me, another rider that was going down. And Hunter Root has now found his way into this battle with his teammate and championship runner-up at the moment.
And idle.
Yeah.
Let's be real here.
17th and 18th for Tyson and Hunter. What an unreal night of racing this has been in the 450 class, and we're only 9 laps in.
Oh, Burkeen is going to need to start picking up the pace ASAP. We have Dennis running a 50.8 lap time, 2.5 seconds well, a second and a half faster, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to go on board with Dennis here for a bit as he gets into the tough blocks there for a moment, but 50.8 last lap, as you said. This is starting to get wild.
Burkeen is coming up on the Root and Fresquez battle to take them a lap down. It'd be interesting to see because Tyson and Hunter aren't used to getting lapped in these races, and especially if they're battling for each other, it'll be interesting to see if they'll get out of the way. Or if they'll start pushing each other and start running away from Burkeen even.
Man, Fjellberg is railing.
Yeah.
Had to take a different line.
As I told Burkeen needed to pick up the pace, he did just that, running a 51.4 that time around.
Yeah, 52.2 for Fjellberg, so he lost about 0.8 of a second there.
Hinner's up to the podium. Actually, he's been in the podium. What am I doing? Fjellberg had passed him for second a while ago.
Well, actually, no, you're not correct because Nycott was running in that third spot for a while, and Hinner's had crashed.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Nycott has fallen back.
Yeah.
Kyle Robb is now flirting with this battle a little bit in the 7th spot.
Yeah, there is the number 23 of Kyle Robb.
Burkeen's gap is just steadily increasing.
So Haley
coming up on route to put him a lap down is Burkeen right now.
Haley in the number 8 ride, I believe. Tiberino 9th. And Lacoste.
Yes, that is how they run right now. Lacoste 10th. Honeywell in 11th place.
Oh, and he's jumping off the track. Yep, he's down.
He goes down.
Right in our living room. So Heberlein moves by his teammate, as does Mahan. So they both got by their teammate, Honeywell.
Root has about a second worth of a blue bar right now for Burkeen. It'll be interesting to see what plays out with this.
We'll take a look at Hunter Root here as he runs in the 16th position, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, what gear is he wearing? I can't see it.
It's all black. I'm not sure what it is, actually, but it's all black.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Well,
and he messes up the section.
If you see all black gear, that's what he's running. It's a Thor set.
All right. Oh, okay, yeah. I see the Volcom logos on it.
Yeah. I don't know why his number isn't on the back, but...
All right, Hunter's blue bar is now under a second for Matt Burkeen.
Does he move, though? I don't think he does.
Crane is going to get out of the way.
Yeah, Crane got out of the way, and it allowed Root to get by him. This is starting to get into some dodgy territory. You're supposed to move if the blue bar is under a second. Does Root push this limit of trying to break the RF rulebook just a little bit? Oh, he's going to have to let Burkeen go now, yeah. Oh, and he gets taken down by Crane. Crane with a little payback.
Dox is going to get by him.
And Carlin. Not the night that Byron, not the night you wanted.
Man, this is not the night that I wanted.
Not the night that Hunter Root wanted at all. Question in chat is Birkin going to stay in the 450 class? Yes, he is. He is not dropping down for 250 East. He cannot, I don't believe. I think he pointed out. 2 seasons of 300 GNCC points or more.
It's not that he would do that well anyways, but... Oh, Fresquez is down.
We've got a ripping battle for third, I might say, as Rob and Hinders are going at it.
Rob has caught Hinders a lot. Fjellberg was actually down after the whoops, is right behind 2 lappers right now, one of them being Fresquez.
Oh, Fresquez just went down. I saw him at the top of the berm there. Oh, Hinders off the track.
The back of Stocks.
Hinders off the track by the wall. Still gets on in 4th, but Rob has taken over the 3rd spot now. So Rob putting in one of his best rides of the year on that number 23 Splitfire ride.
Oh, Splitfire battle right now on P10. Mahan and Haberline are ganging up on the Frenchie, Jordan Lacoste, who goes in for the takeout on Mahan. Takes down 2-for-1 Splitfire riders.
They all are after the whoops now, and Haberline with a very interesting decision of trying to get back up.
Yeah, Haberline looked like his front end was tucked right there.
Oh! There's Fjellberg. Fjellberg somehow tucked his shoulders in there, figuratively.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Crane being there, I think Haberline would have gotten straight up and ridden into Fjellberg's line.
Yeah.
So Crane was a saving grace there. Oh, battle for 7th right now. Nycott is down.
Oh, he's off the side of the track after the over-under. He went way off the track.
Somebody in server chat is asking, where is Kellen? Kellen is right here in this TeamSpeak channel announcing the race.
What am I doing? Why am I not on the track? This is unbelievable.
Actually, I was just talking about Victor Nycott going down. Matt Burkeen just put Nycott a lap down.
Wow, this is what a night of racing. We've got coming up to 5 laps to go. Burkeen about to finish lap 15. Your current running order is Matt Burkeen, Dennis Fjellberg, Kyle Robb, Jeremy Hinders, Jack Haley, Tony Spinelli. Zach Dupuis down on the start straight, so he's going to get passed by Dominic Tiberino, Victor Nycott.
Burkeen has not stood up tire race.
Dade Honeywell, Ryan Mahan getting passed by Jordan Lacoste, and Hunter Root is in about 12th, if I'm not mistaken. So Root having a very
never
tough
mind.
night.
Birkin's just stood up for the whoop section.
Man, look at the guys he's putting a lap down. He just put Dupuis down, and Dupuis is in 8th. So Burkeen.
Yeah, Dominic Tiberino sitting 7th and has a blue bar. Well, had a blue bar right there. It is.
Matt Burkeen, unbelievable. Working his way to his 2nd career win at the moment and getting himself back into this championship fight with his first win of the season.
Yeah, Silent Assassin right now in 12th place. Race Carlin. Kind of coming out of nowhere there. Root was up to 15th and was on the ground.
Rob just went down after the quad out of the rhythm. I don't think Hinders is going to get there in time. Well, it depends on how Rob gets up from this crash. Oh, that's an interesting way to try it. But Hinders and Haley, this is a 3-way battle for the final podium spot now. So it's Rob, Hinders, and Jack Haley. Splitfire SYS and Famimex Race Tech. Haley trying the alternate line, not going to work.
He hits the solid part. Connor Peavy, I believe that is. Oh, no, that would be Monty Wilson sitting on the side of the start straight, squidding around.
Yeah, he might get in Jack Haley's way here. He's going to check up. No, he checked up.
He is checking up right there. Going to let Haley go.
Tell you what, these guys have dropped way back from Fjellberg, who is now right by the finish line. These guys aren't even under the tunnel yet.
Fjellberg with a 50.6 that time around, still running a blistering pace. But I think with 3 laps to go, it isn't going to be enough to catch Burkeen, who's running right in the 51-52 range every lap.
Yeah, Hinders was down after the quad, and Spinelli got into him, but they both got up, and now Hinders is in 5th, Spinelli in 6th. So both riders here, obviously this is Hinders' first race of the year. But
yeah, Hinders is riding really well.
And Spinelli too. I was just gonna say, because I was talking to his teammate Dominic Saulnier before the race, and Saulnier was saying how Spinelli really hasn't been feeling it this year. So
Yeah.
good night for Spinelli, and the only runner still on the lead lap. He's in 6th, and Burkeen is right behind him.
Spinelli has a blue bar for the number 8 machine right now. Dennis is pushing really hard right now in that 2nd spot. Running a 50.7 that time around, but again, it's looking like it'll be too little too late.
They're basically a whole whoop section apart from each other, the whoops and the wall.
Yeah. Ooh, Dennis hopping his way through that 2nd set of whoops.
I think regardless of Dennis winning or finishing 2nd, he's got to be happy. This is going to be his first podium of the season.
Yeah,
he's had a rough go of
definitely.
it. He missed the first 2 main events of the year. So, got to be happy, the Norwegian rider. First time.
Didn't Dennis get on the box last week?
I thought it was Honeywell. Was it not?
Oh, yeah, it was.
It was, well, that was 2 weeks ago, but yeah, that was Tyson,
Yeah.
Leclerc, Honeywell, I think, and Fjellberg was behind them. Could be right,
Hunter
though.
Root's troubles not ending, still in 17th position right now.
Unbelievable. Where's Tyson at?
Tyson is in 12th, and he can see a top 10 position.
Yeah, Honeywell and Mahan right in front of him. Probably too far to get to Dupuis, but we're going to go up front. Burkeen is
At Burkeen,
3 corners
Will
away.
he front flip? He will not. He is a bitch.
Well, I think he knows he can throw this one away. Fjellberg is still relatively close. Burkeen's sitting down everywhere, but he wants to win this main event badly. Here it is, 2 corners to go. The first main event win of the season is
Matt
underway
Burkeen.
for Matt Burkeen as he wins the 450 main event in Arlington. Well done. As he holds off Dennis Fjellberg, a hard charge in 2nd. And now the final podium spot is still not really up for debate, actually, is Haley looking to pick up his first podium of the year.
Tyson sitting in 11th right now. We'll see. He finishes about a 2nd behind Ryan Mahan. So that'll be interesting to see how cuts will shake out in that scenario.
Wow, this is some night.
Hunter Root 16th with a 50.2 second lap time.
Wow. Jack Haley will pick up that first podium of the season. Well done to the number 32 rider out of India. Kyle Robb, a 4th. And Jeremy Hinner's first race of the year can coast this home because 6th has been lapped. A top 5, something I couldn't even do. And Hinner's is pumped. Best 450 ride of his career, I think, actually. So Hinner's with a 5th.
Yeah.
Spinelli, Tiberino actually drops back to 8th, so Nycott got by him in cuts. Dupuis with a 9th, Mahan 10th, Tyson Fresquez 11th.
Wow.
Dade Honeywell, Carlin, Crane, Stocksy, and Hunter Root, your points leader, 16th. In fact, with Tyson finishing 11th, that moves him within 2 points of Hunter Root for the lead of the series, but they still didn't get passed by Burkeen, who won the main. Heberlein 17th, Wilson, Lacoste, Hillman, Fowler, Peavy. That is the 450 main event in Arlington. We're going to stick live here for just a couple of moments as they restart the server and see if Wheels gets standings up before we go. Looks like Wheels restarted and... Oh, nope, never mind. All right, Byron, thoughts on tonight?
Well, I think general thought that I want to give on the track was I was actually surprised at how well it ended up racing. I thought it was going to be more one line than it was. It was one line, but there were spots to make passes. But, I mean, obviously, like probably everybody, I was surprised at how the 2 championship contenders were just buried the whole race.
Absolutely, I agree with you there, 100% on that one. That was a very wild night. As
Yeah.
we're going to take a look and see if the 450 standings are up. Give me one moment, folks.
Race Carlin wearing his mismatched shirt tonight, confirming another of my bold predictions. Sadly, my bold prediction about Tyson Fresquez did not come true. I think I may have jinxed him.
All right, and 450 standings are up, so here we are on your screen now. I'll go ahead and zoom in just a little bit so we can see that a little bit better. Hunter Root, only 2 points ahead of Tyson Fresquez in the standings on 116, with Tyson on 114. Burkeen now on 103 with his first win of the season. And Mahan on 86, as is Leclerc. Leclerc not here tonight. Jack Haley, Race Carlin, Shipley, Smith, and Fjellberg now squeaks into the top 10. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 250 West standings as Seabolt remains perfect. As you can see on your screen here, Seabolt with a 150 score. All but wrapped up the title.
On Chromie.
Yeah, 58 points. He's can wrap up the title next week, actually.
Yeah, he can only lose 8 points, and that will clinch it. So, not sure exactly what finish that is, but yeah, he can definitely wrap that one up.
Wow, what an interesting night of racing that was. A 450 class, unreal. Well done to Jeremy Seabolt, remaining perfect, 6 for 6.
Yeah.
And congrats to Matt Burkeen, first main event win of the season, second career 450 main event win for the number 8 ride. And what a night. Thank you, Byron Downen, for joining me in the stream, making it a little less taxing on myself.
Yeah, no problem. If I'm not going to be racing, might as well do a little bit more of this.
Yeah, so it was a great night all around. I thank all of you guys who joined us on the live stream itself. And we'll see you guys next week. For Kellen Brauer here on Start Your Systems, you've been watching round number 6, technically, from Arlington of the 2016 MotoOption Supercross Series, presented by Race Tech Suspension.